Hi, my name is Lindsay Brown. I just want to say good afternoon. I am halfway through NAU's Rhetoric, Writing, and Digital Media Studies program, and I also received my undergrad through NAU as well. I got a bachelor's back in 2015 in humanities. I currently live in Tucson. I was born in New York, but I grew up here in Tucson, spent the majority of my life here. I currently teach high school. See, I'm repping the school, Pueblo Warriors. That's where I currently teach. This year is my first year teaching juniors, and I've taught sophomores for like the last 4 years. Previously, I taught middle school for about 1.5 years, but total I'm reaching my 6th year of teaching, and I enjoy it and I love it. I hope to eventually get published one day in, writing a memoir and also writing, more nonfiction. I used to always write fiction, but a professor of mine back at the community college here suggested that I keep going, with nonfiction after writing a brief story about my father and my relationship with my father. And she said, hey, you have a talent for nonfiction. You need to pursue this. So here I am. I'm also trying to improve my, my skills in teaching, becoming a better teacher as well for my students. And technology, I try to incorporate different types of, media in my classroom. I try to implement because my students are always so glued to their, their smartphones, their cell phones, and trying to keep my students engaged is really important with a successful lesson. Sometimes I have my students watch TED Talks. I also play Kahoot with them. Kahoot is a interactive game that gets students involved. It's like a trivia game, but it's a program. And I often have them compete with each other or against each other in teams. And I involve the Kahoot games and different, types of lessons that we are, currently working on. Like right now, we just got finished reading George Orwell's Animal Farm. And so right now I'm trying to have my students study since we have 2 weeks left of school and we have finals coming up. So it's a great interactive way, and they enjoy games like Kahoot, and they also enjoy TED Talks as well. We have listened to a couple of podcasts throughout the year as well. And my students recently brought up the new Batman, Batman Unburied podcast, which I'm starting to listen to. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I'm a huge comic book geek. I'm a writer. I try to make time for writing, becoming, a better teacher. Hope to eventually broaden the horizons and expand and work for a university eventually, become a teacher, professor. Perhaps, starting off with the beginning, writing 101, 102 courses and, making my way up to, nonfiction and rhetoric courses as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Some of you guys, I recognize some of your names. It's kind of hilarious, I don't recognize faces because we're all online for most of us. So I'm like, hey, I see a lot of names I recognize, and so I'm glad to see many of you are taking this class as well. And hope you have, a wonderful 3 weeks. I look forward to interacting discussions with every single one of you. And that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day. And by the way, I'm trying to get used to this whole, video introductions. I don't usually I'm not a selfie type of person. I don't take selfies, so it's kind of like interesting to record a video of myself. So if this is a little awkward, apologize. Try not to say so often. So have a wonderful day.